Okay, this is part 11, and let's see, the next thing after the storm and earthquake, immediately after, and I would say the fall. So it could be September or October. But the dollar will hyperinflate. I don't know really what you call it, but it's going to be virtually useless. Because of the two storms, or because of the storm and the earthquake and such devastation that the economy cannot stand. And of course there's other reasons. It's not a very stable economy as it is. So yeah, that will fall. It will crash. It will burn. So you need to have your supplies and everything that you will need to get you through for a year. And the reason why I say this is because when the dollar falls, which I believe will probably be at the end of September, it's like a full year of when the time of sorrow begins into the next year. Tribulation begins, and then tribulation ends in September again. So, okay, and I just have to warn you guys, the air show is this weekend, and the planes literally fly over my house, and sometimes it shakes. Anyway, I could imagine it. I'm trying to get it to, I'm trying to do the videos, get them out, and do them before they start practicing, which usually they do this like, later in the afternoon. Okay, so the dollar will crash. Then the banks will recall all of their loans. So if you have a house mortgage, you have a car that you're paying for, anything that is on credit, they're going to be recalling their loans. So people are going to lose a lot because our society is basically credit based. So if you can pay off your home now, do everything possible, because this will lead into bigger things, which the dollar will fall, then the banks will come in and recall their loans. Then the next thing, people will lose everything. And people, it's not like now where a lot of times people will stay in their homes even after the bank has taken back over. They're going to have to immediately move out. And so all of these people, now you got to think about this. The storm, the earthquake, a lot of destruction, a lot of homes have been devastated, people's lives devastated. Then the dollar crashes, and then you have people who have been already displaced, well, it's going to be even a bigger displacement because people are going to have to move out, move in with relatives and friends. And I saw, like 4 families living in one home. I don't know. It's going to be really tough. And then because everybody has lost everything and they virtually have nothing left and nothing else to lose, war breaks out. Okay, war won't begin until people have lost everything. And that's usually how it goes. I mean, right now, people have a chance to turn things around within the society and the way things are going. And, with Trump in office, it's ruffled some feathers. And we definitely see a dividing line more than we've ever seen before. But now it's, we're going, all of these people that don't belong here in America, these are the people that we're going to be fighting against, and also the traitor part of our government. So what will happen is all the militias will get together, and that's how it'll all be formed. And as far as communication goes at the time, there isn't a lot. And I don't know if there is actually the internet up yet or still. If it is, it's very, very limited. Martial law. So it's going to be a very, very tough time. So war will break out, and that will be probably about a month or so after the fall of the dollar, when everything really sinks in, sets in, and then it's just all hell breaks loose. With war and with the way our economy works, we import a lot of things. So we're not going to be getting our supplies. The dollar will be outrageously, ridiculously useless. And with that, you won't be able to really buy food. And I saw this, okay? That's why I really want you people to really, really listen to me and to prepare, to stock up. Your family's going to need you. Your friends. It's just going to be a really tough situation. And if you're one of those people that will have to move in with a family member, and there's, 14 of you in there, you all need to have food. So what I did see is it gets so bad where people will start eating, like starting with the youngest child and moving up. This is dire, people. You need to get your mindset ready and be spiritually ready. Oh, the people that were eating their children were desperate. When they finished eating their children, And then they're teenagers. Then they looked around at each other and they were chopping off legs and arms. But I want to reiterate, Yahweh is our protection. He will provide. He said, touch not the oil or the wine. Okay? That means that we get protection. But with the people that are desperate and what's going on around us, war, you just want to be set. You want to make sure that your family is safe. And the whole country is shut down. So, as far as if you're on prescription medication, if you can, stock up. I know it's really super hard because a lot of times they only give you a month's supply. And, I don't know as far as the healthcare will be. I'm sure that there will be hospitals, going, but it might be too expensive. And because it basically shuts down our society. And it's really, really, really bad what is coming. Now, with this famine, also comes pestilence, illness. There'll be a lot of death. So you got the storm and earthquake and people die in that. Then now you've got civil war. Then you've got famine and pestilence. So, you got to know what's coming. And God always tells us beforehand. And I'm supposed to tell His people. So I hope you're listening. I hope you're taking notes, because there's going to come a time when I probably won't be able to update. Now, the last update will probably be right before the earthquake, or earlier than that, because I was telling you about the cold, bitter winter that happens before that. And there's a personal sign that happens, benchmark. But, and this is only the beginning. There's just so much that is coming that it's very important to be spiritually set. And after I make these videos, I will continue with the study of Revelation, and then I will go into Daniel, because the book of Revelation and Daniel, they overlay each other, and it just gives you a better understanding. And I also want to say that this war does not last very long, and people are very solemn after this. Kind of society gets back to a solemn state. There will be a new type of currency. I don't believe that it will be actually the New World Order type of currency. It could be, but, well, actually, it could very well be. And people, after the war, people will be back to buying things and getting back with life. But, like I said, there's more to come. And the next thing that happens is the days of darkness. My last video I was telling you about, or not my last, it was video 9. So people don't believe me. I mean, many people just don't even want to hear it. And those are the people that are going to want the most help. And the people that are probably going to be eating each other are the ones who don't have any faith in God, who aren't going to rely upon Him. It's all just a wake-up call. Yah is saying, I'm coming back. Come on, listen. There's a fake Messiah coming. He's going to say he's Yeshua. So, yeah. Anyway, it's at 16 minutes now, so I'm going to get the next video out. I just really want you to prepare just any way that you can. God will provide. Just trust Him. And I'm doing all that I can. I know that in my own family that people are going to need me, and the ones that aren't listening or don't care, don't have time, they're going to be coming to me going, help. So, and it'll be the same way with you. You know, those who are listening, those who are preparing, those who know what's going to be happening. Because that is part of the sealing of God, where He seals His people before tribulation begins. And when the last one is sealed, that's when the 4 winds are loosed. But always remember, God said, don't touch the oil or the wine. Don't touch mine elect. So those around you that will be affected will be those that they're God's enemy. And if you believe in Yah, you trust and have faith and you obey and you just study. I had to study like crazy. I studied for 8 years, like night and day, praying and asking for knowledge. And see, even though I saw all these things and shown, I still had to study, and I still study. So it's a lot of work, but it'll be worth it. You're going to get through this. You'll be fine. But it's just those that don't know what's going to be coming up and who are caught off guard, and they'll look back and go, gosh, I wish I would have studied. Anyway, okay, I'm going to go and upload this, and then I will be on video 12. Okay.